Hi, I'm Leo. Today we are talking about the 9 children of the Chinese dragon. This is a dragon, loong, and Chinese dragons have one shining trait. They love everyone. I mean, when it comes to romance, this guy has 0 standards. Birds in the sky, fish in the sea, if it moves and he likes the look of it, boom, it's in love. Honestly, I strongly suspect the dragon is just the Eastern version of Zeus. Not only is he anti-racist, he's also anti-speciesist. The guy breaks the rules of biology all the time. Cross-species? No problem. He can make magical babies with anyone. And those 9 babies? That's what we call the 9 dragon children. Although they're only half dragon. Now let's take a look at what kinds of poor creatures this ancient mythical playboy managed to seduce. First off, let's be honest. The dragon might be just a little bit of a masochist. Out of his 9 hookups, 3 were with straight-up vicious predators. Guess who he picked first? A wolf. The dragon and the wolf had a baby. His name is Yazi. And let me tell you, this kid Yazi had anger issues. He remembers every single fight he's ever had and always wants revenge. People thought, we'd better carve this fighter on a weapon. And that's where he went. He's the fierce face you see on the blade of old swords. He's there to say, hey, don't mess with me. Okay, let's move on. Next up on Dragon's dating show, a lioness. Together, they had a baby named Suanni. Now this one's totally different. Suanni was calm, peaceful, and loved smoke and fire. Not in a scary way, but like incense and candles. So people put him on incense burners, just sitting there, puffing away like he's in a spa. A lion dragon who just wants to vibe. Third on the list, a tigress. Because apparently, dating a wolf and a lioness just wasn't dangerous enough. This baby is called Bixi, who was all about justice. He hated bad guys and loved fairness. So people put him on courthouses and government buildings to scare off people who were planning to do bad things. You lie in the court, Bixi sees you. Number 4. Then the dragon switched it up and tried something calmer. A cow. Yeah, a cow. And you know what? It worked. Their baby, Qiuniu, became a gentle soul who was the artsy one in the family. All he wanted to do was listen to music, play instruments, and live the quiet life. So people carved his little dragon face onto musical instruments, especially old Chinese string instruments. He's basically the dragon version of a guitar hero. But then the dragon really said, let's get weird, and dated a turtle. And not just any turtle, a big, slow, tanky one. Then they had a strong baby, like crazy strong. His name is Bixi, and he liked carrying mountains around just for fun. So when the king needed someone to carry a giant stone with writing on it, they called Bixi. Now you can still see him in China, looking like he's been holding that thing for 1,000 years. Poor guy. Number 6. At some point, the dragon must have taken a dip in a pond and met a toad. Well, that escalated quickly. Then they had a son, Pulao. And this child loved to scream, like really loud. In old Chinese texts, Pulao is said to fear whales. Whenever a whale hits Pulao, he roars so loudly, it echoes. Because of this trait, people put Pulao's image on bells, so that the bell would be as loud as possible. Now, every time the bell rings, boom, that's Pulao yelling his little lungs out. Number 7. After that, the dragon met someone at his level. Another dragon. Finally, a match that didn't require a biology disclaimer. They had a baby named Fuxi, who was super into reading. Like, he'd spend hours looking at stone books and carvings. He loved hanging out with his big bro, Bixi, because Bixi was always carrying around stone tablets. So Fuxi would just sit there and read. Then came the fish. Yeah, a fish. Don't ask me how. Mythology just says it happened. Not even Zeus dated seafood. Our guy said, scales, say less. So their baby, Chiwen, came out with a dragon's head and a fish tail. He is believed to spray water to cause rain and swallow fire to protect roofs from burning. Therefore, people made him the official firefighter dragon. You'll find him on the rooftops of old Chinese buildings. If a fire starts, he's there to spit it out. He's the original fire sprinkler. And finally, the dragon fell for a phoenix. Yeah, this kid had wings and dreams. His name was Chaofeng, and he loved looking out into the distance, always curious about the world. So people put him on the rooftops of buildings, facing outward, like a security camera, watching for danger. He's the official roof guard of ancient China. And that's it, the 9 children of the dragon. We call them the 9. But in Chinese culture, the number 9 doesn't just mean a count of 9. It means innumerable or complete. It's just a poetic way to say the dragon has tons of weird kids. Each kid had a different parent, a different look, and a different job. Alright, that's the whole weird family tree. But here is the ultimate myth-busting theory about the dragon. Think about it. In almost every story, the dragon is the one being described as the father, the male who is seducing all these different creatures. But what if we got it backwards? In Mandarin Chinese, the saying is, the dragon gave birth to 9 children. It doesn't actually specify the gender of the dragon. Given that all 9 kids have completely different mothers, a wolf, a lion, a cow, the easiest and most logical explanation is that the dragon is actually the female parent, the dragon queen, who had 9 completely different hookups with 9 different creatures. I mean, which story is weirder? Male dragon dating 9 different species and somehow making babies with a lioness, a turtle, and a fish? Or a female dragon being the biological mom to all 9 and simply having a very, very busy dating schedule across the animal kingdom? It flips the entire narrative from the dragon, the mythical playboy, to the dragon, the ultimate single mom. What do you think? Let me know in the comment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Leo. See you next time. Bye for now.